The Gnostic gospel, the Gospel of Thomas, is not a canonical gospel. In other words, it's not in the standard gospel. Isn't like the other gospels. The other gospels really start by telling a story, and then they put sayings in there. Well, this is just sayings. Gnosis, Gnosis, meaning about knowledge. Knowing, but it's not about knowing math. It's about knowing the self, the high self, the one present. This knowing is always already in you. It is just to be awakened. That's why it's called awakening, not building yourself. You're not becoming something. You are awakening. It's a heart game. It's not so much a head game. It's a being thing. It's not a doing thing. It's presencing. It's not thinking about it. And this is not antithetical to the canonical Bible. It is an addition. But it is a bit different, because it doesn't ask you to believe something, it asks you to be something. What it really should be saying is, are you moving toward becoming a Christ? Are you moving toward becoming a Christ? Are you on the path? That's what the question should be, not do you think there was a Jesus who was a special guy some time ago. Are you on the path? Yeshua, that's how they say Jesus in this text. Yeshua said, whoever searches must continue to search until they find. When they find, they will be disturbed. And being disturbed, they will marvel and will reign over all. One of the things that drives us all here is that something didn't go right in our movie. So the movie we've been watching of our lives, it's in the tragic phase of some sort, right? Broke up with somebody, lost our job, health went downhill, money is disappearing. Hey, I've heard spirituality might be a solution to this. And so you come over to the spirituality camp going, maybe I can get this. But it takes about 10 years to kind of make that journey. You know, you go from like indifferent to interested and to compelled to like struggling. You are disturbed in that process. One of the things that will happen as it begins to unfold to you, it will begin to become apparent that everything you thought you knew needs to be reversed and go the other way. One of the things you realize is that what we have been doing in the first half of our life is trying to adjust the movie screen. And what's really tricky about it is you can have some success adjusting the movies. To really make your life successful, you need to be knowing that you're watching this movie and all the details in it are out there, but who you are sits here in the throne of awareness, and that is who you are. And we get those difficult times so that we will wake up, or we don't, and we just repeat, rinse, and repeat, and do it again. It's time for all of us to get this deeply, that this, what we see in the world around us, what we hear, what we can think, what we can feel, not you. It's going to take a while for most of us. We're going to wake up, but it's not going to be like that, right? That's okay. So let me read it again. Yeshua said, whoever searches must continue to search until they find, and when they find, they will be disturbed, and being disturbed, they will marvel. So now it's the fun part. Oh my God, I am not needy. I am not weak. I am not lonely. I'm not unloved. I am not embarrassed about who I am. Everything's okay. Found that everything we have gone through here, this sense of isolation, struggle, and separateness, and the feeling of being small and not powerful enough to handle our lives, etc., that stuff will pass. And we will be held in the arms of the divine or the angels or the higher beings, and they will tell us that we are loved and special just like we are. We never, never have not been, that nothing we could do would keep us from that love, and that was always already. Many of us work on our affirmations and denials. We work on shifting our consciousness, what's contained within the consciousness. We work on changing that to the point where we can feel that there's more to us than this body or mind or emotions. We can feel that there's a power that moves through us that is able to affect the screen that we're looking at. Some of us come at it through the idea of witness. I want to know, I want to see, I want to step back and be an observer and see how it is out there. And be in the steady, still point, the still point around which all things spin. We want to be in that. I think the curious thing about Jesus was that Jesus looked like he knew how to do both of those. Display power and rest in the stillness. Recently, I was reading Christian Healing by Charles Fillmore, one of the co-founders of Unity. Charles Fillmore writes in there in chapter 2, I give you some affirmations to help make what I'm saying stick in your mind. And the first one up there is, I am the only Son of God. It's true. Each of us are the only child of God. For there is only one child of God, all that is. But to say it out loud, to take that in, I am the only Son of God in whom he is well pleased. But it's big. It's a big jump. Seat of who you really are. When you sit there, you reign over all. Either you do it as an observer or as the creator, or both. We're not here to be Christians so much as to be Christ.